About set for baseball now on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. Masahiro Tanaka will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it two really strong starts.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter Cameron Maybin, and we are ready for baseball.
Hitting off for the Marlins, the center fielder, number 1, Cameron Maybin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hicks is under it. 1 out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases is not an easy number to get to.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And now a pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on his horse. He can't get there as it falls in.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
He's set, and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
So he sets him down swinging. Justin Bour, the second out of the opening frame.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Marlins leave 1. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Wei-Yin Chen, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
The next 0-2. Fouled off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Zero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Three and one now as that misses down and in.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Maben is there. 2 down.
Batting third, left
Giancarlo
fielder
Stanton now. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Chen into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
A ball and a strike now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. And ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Realmuto, a 27-year-old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. And that will find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Martin Prado now. Runner goes for second. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. And foul. Ready with the 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Count even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practice plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
So to the plate, the Marlins DH, Johnny Giavotella, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Giavotella, the former Baltimore Oriole, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. One hit, one left. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. A 1-1. To 1-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's his defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Career numbers against Chen, he's 1 for 3. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Hicks, 28 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May fowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Brandon Drury will bat next, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Maybin is there, and that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Maven leads off first with 1 away. In there, 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
1-0 the count. Bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in now for the Yankees, Tyler Austin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Austin playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Jace Peterson. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. A runner at first with no outs here. Ball 2.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Brett Gardner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
The batter, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Austin over at second. Gardner is over at first with one away. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Striding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. We'll see the striding into the box, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the two top speeds thus far. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Here's a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Derek Dietrich. He singled his last time up. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. He just ramps up and hears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Martin Prado. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s. Down in the zone, looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Yeah, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games. Now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ground ball left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board.
In now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-0 count. The pitch hit the other way out toward right field. Brinson is there, 1 away. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. Brandon Drury will bat next. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Tyler Austin now. In the air now, out to right field. On the run is Brinson. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
Next for the Yankees, second baseman.
So striding forward now, Jace Peterson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chen sets. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Ball 2 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
3-2 now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And the payoff pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Johnny Giavotella. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Johnny Giavotella.
Now that's popped up. Austin over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Brinson, base runner at first with 1 out. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Outspring. Ready for another shot now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. So far this season, Rojas is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. The 0-2 home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. One there. The turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Here's Brett Gardner now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Brinson moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Maven will wait on it. 2 gone. Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Low for ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
2 balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher, and if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs, no hit. Digging in to try it again, Justin Bour. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Justin Bour.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
A little bouncer. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-2. Gets to the outside corner, strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Starlin Castro comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. JT Realmuto will be next. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Derek Dietrich. In time as he just gets the tag down. 1 hit's all they get. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Yankees are out in front. Here's Didi Gregorius. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
In there, no balls and a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Rojas. Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Yankees are challenging the
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Hicks. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Into the box now, Brendan Drury. He'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. An even 1-1 count to Brendan Drury. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. All even now, 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Chen sets. 2-2 on its way home. 2-2 pitch just missed.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fouled away. Hicks, runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive to left. Dietrich will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Ready for another chance, Derek Dietrich. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, third baseman, Martin Prado.
Leadoff man retired. Here's Martin Prado. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with this first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Stanton on the run. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9, Louis Brinson.
Digging in and looking for more, Louis Brinson. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Outside, 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. No runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. On the ground to the right side. And he is in there.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it's just meant to be.
Pitch inside the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 40.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Austin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Leading off for the Yankees.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball that catches the inside corner.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Next for New York, Jace Peterson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Prado in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Guerra is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark. And this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Here's Cameron Maybin now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Striding in once again, Miguel Rojas. He was a double play victim last time around. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. The pitch. On the ground softly towards second. Peterson is up with it onto first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. 1-1. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. It remains 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins.
Here's big Aaron
Number
Judge,
54.
who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hits this one hard the other way. Moore scoops it up, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Giancarlo Stanton now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Whitgren stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 9th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Oh, look at the sliding Scott. He's out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball right down the line in left. Dietrich on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed, the very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Peterson dives. Great stop. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play. Ready now for the Marlins. JT Realmuto, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And we'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Chapman, 30 years of age. He's a 9-year major league vet. Skied into straightaway right. Judge back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Austin has a play, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Masahiro Tanaka takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Wei-Yin Chen is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors, they left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs, 8 hits, no errors, they left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. His record is now 2-2. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman, his 7th. The loss goes to Wei-Yin Chen. He falls to 0-3. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Here we wrap up the homestand with the finale of this two-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. Sonny Gray is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub 2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Into the box now, Cameron Maybin. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and a strike to count. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw will be in time, and it's a very quick beginning to the evening as there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Martin Prado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Gray has his target. 1-0 on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
281 the average entering play. 1 home run and 7 driven in. Down the third baseline. Prado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Pitch on the way. Count is 1-2 now. Still 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Flying toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting second, designated hitter, Aaron.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
First two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-1. Tapped up the first baseline. That winds up foul for the second strike. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Just missed with a breaking ball.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time as he's called out on a very close play at second. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May howlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Rojas calls for it, and that's the 3rd out. Stepping in, JT Realmuto, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Realmuto, a 27-year-old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 2-1 home takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year. As the Marlins take the lead, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, we'll take a look at the pitch here, and you can see what they're trying to do. Tie him up inside. That pitch wasn't that bad, but credit to the man swinging the bat. He was able to turn on it and drive it out of here.
They'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1-1. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Still only one out in the inning. Skied into very shallow right. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And this is low, ball one.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
That misses, 2-0. 2-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Cameron Maben would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Takes a knee-high fastball. Gray's ready. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins, thanks to... Digging in now for the Yankees, Austin Romine. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Hit out towards second. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone, count full now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And that one got a piece of him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maybin.
Cameron Maybin.
Soft liner to the left side. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first down. Ready for another chance? Miguel Rojas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Prado. He reached on a single in his first try. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's big Aaron Judge as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The 2-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Dietrich. 1 out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in for his second at-bat, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. One out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Looped out toward third. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Prado is there, and that ends the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Starlin Castro.
Chopped weakly to the left. throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And you can see the top two pitch velocities here. 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. There's a fastball that misses.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Fouled off. He loses him on ball 4. Striding in, Derek Dietrich. He popped out in his first trip. Runners on the move for second. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now another 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Johnny Giavotella. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Marlins striding in once again. Aaron Hicks flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Maben is there. 1 away.
The catcher, number 28.
Digging in to try it again. Austin Romine. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now. Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Stepping in now, Lewis Brinson.
Lewis Brinson.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 1.
Here's Cameron Maben now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Miguel Rojas. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Sinking liner toward left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Popped him up. Romine's got it, and the side is retired. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He singled and later scored his team's only run back in the very first inning. He's 1 for 2. Grounded to first. To his left, Anderson. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
And that's in there for strike one. Gray ready with the 0-1. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Derek Dietrich will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And a changeup right down the middle.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield. Andujar camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Johnny Giavotella will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. 3-1, here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's Didi Gregorius. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Left side. Into left field for a 1-out hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lined into left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As he gets a curveball at the letters, but swings right through it. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Maben is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game. Ready once again, Austin Romine. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. To short. Reined in. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lifted in the air out to center field. Gardner moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Lewis Brinson. He was a ground out victim last time up. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and that is right down the middle to strike 2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Got him to go down swinging there. Lewis Brinson goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. A wave and a miss.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just
check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it strikes 3, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. The Marlins lead this one 3-2. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0 is in off the plate. This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
New pitcher set to take over here, and we'll see the right-hander Junichi Tozawa. Here's Miguel Andujar now. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Line to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Previously against Junichi Tozawa, he's hitting .429. First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Tozawa is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
The 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Quick check on that tying run at first. No dive, but he's back. Wade stands at first with 1 out. Three and 1 now to Brett Gardner.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Here's a strike.
We got 3 and 2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's big Aaron Judge. He struck out swinging in his last trip for the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Brinson is going to have room out there as he puts this. Ready for another chance. Miguel Rojas. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Ready for another shot now. Martin Prado is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch. That's over but low. It's a ball and a strike. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Softly hit out to short. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
Into the box, Starlin Castro, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is smacked into the gap, and this might be extra bases. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Prado rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and they now lead by 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And he fouls this one off. Castro, the runner at second with 1 away. High in the air into shallow left center. After it is Gardner. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Derek Dietrich. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ball 1.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
3-1 the count now. Sliced hard on the ground. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face. And he said, "Hey, guys."
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Calling for it, Dietrich. Makes the play, 1 away. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Aaron Hicks. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Stanton at second with 2 down. The 0-2 once more. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Rojas is there for it, and that ends the inning. 1 left. Great shot there at the Manhattan skyline and the famous Brooklyn Bridge. Set to go here in the 8th in the Bronx. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Johnny Giavotella is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. This one's flared off to the right side. Hicks is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Ready once again, Brian Anderson. He went deep back in the 5th. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Lewis Brinson.
In now, Lewis Brinson. In there, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat. Kyle Berklaw is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Digging in now for the Yankees, Austin Romine, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Gary Sanchez will be summoned a pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Sanchez is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. High pop-up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The batter.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. In his career, Gardner slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins are going to get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over. 4-2.